Hey folks, it's Tiffany from Rangemaster, and I'm excited because I have my good buddy Tim Herron on the line, and he's here to introduce himself to everyone who apparently has just been like on another planet for the last couple of years and hasn't heard of him. Tim's coming back to TacCon for the second time, and I'm so glad to see that that is the case. But before we talk about your class, Tim, can you tell everybody who you are?
Oh, thanks, Tiffany. Yeah, so I'm Tim Herron, for those that don't know. I primarily have been kind of based on like the high performance slash competitive side of the house as a shooter. I've been shooting since like 2010, been teaching since 2015, 2016, and decided to make this my full-time career and step away from regular employment to join the ranks of the self-employed national traveling circus, so to speak, of instructors back in 2019. So I just finished my third year as a full-time national level instructor, and I'm very happy to be back to TacCon again for 2022. So
Awesome. And we are so glad to have you back. And I'll just highlight what Tim just said because for those who don't know, there are very few instructors out there who make a living at this full time. That is a huge accomplishment. Most people have their job and then they do this for fun as their side
that's right.
hustle. so so the fact that Tim is able to quit his real job and do this full time just it just gives you a sneak peek at exactly how amazing he is at an instructor. So again, congratulations to you on that. For you said it's going on it's over 3 years now.
So yeah, so 2020,
Awesome.
the end of this year is actually the end of my third year. So I picked up, kind of took the reins full time at the very beginning of 2019. So I had all of 2019, all of 2020, despite COVID, and all now of 2021. So 2022 will mark the beginning of my fourth year teaching full time, and
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. So
And that's what I was going to add too. Not only has Tim did this full time, but he managed to do it through COVID.
I
So that's just awesome. So again, kudos to you. That's amazing, and we are lucky to have you,
thank you.
especially since you are now bringing a new class to us, a 4 hour live fire block called Shot Calling and Throttle Control. That sounds
Mhm.
so exciting. Please tell us what folks can expect in that class.
Yeah. So the premise of this class is to 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 teach people the finer points of how to actually call their shots based on like what they see from the sights as the sights lift and recoil, and being able to kind of manage that decision making process on whether or not another follow up shot needs to take place, or where exactly those shots like precisely landed on a target as they're firing the shot. So there'll be none of this like firing a shot and then dropping the gun and looking over the sights at the target and being like, oh, I was close, and then and looking for validation on target. You're able to validate your work as it's happening in real time. I think shot calling is probably the number one. If I listed on like my list of priorities to um, for like I don't want to say advanced shooters, but for shooters that are looking to advance to that next level, that shot calling is imperative to be able to learn how to do it and know how to do it. Um, and then, of course, wrapped in with shot calling, I've also decided that we're going to go ahead and open up and expand the curriculum a little bit to throttle control. And what throttle control is being able to take shot calling and be able to apply it at speed to varying distances of targets, or varying difficulties of targets, whether it be an easy target at say 7 or 8 yards to a difficult target to shoot at say 25 yards, and say an interim target of that 12 to 18 yard distance in between, and learning how to throttle up and throttle down, so that you're not just that way you're able to control the or appropriate the level of speed to each target as you need to, as the sites are telling you, like in real time, where those shots are going and how much speed you can appropriate to each target. So,
Wow, that sounds amazing. And thank you so very much for adding some science and technique and thoughtfulness to the age old debate between speed and accuracy.
Most definitely.
So, folks, you won't want to miss this. This is going to be an amazing block. I have not had the privilege of taking a full class with Tim Herron yet, but I've seen him teach and I've had some amazing conversations with him. And I've also heard him on podcasts. So if you haven't seen his interviews on PNS and on other podcasts, you should check that out. But I can tell you from what little I've seen that Tim Herron is the real deal. So I know I've been telling you there's a lot to do at TacCon and you don't want to miss it, but it's true. You don't want to miss it. So you'll just have to find a way to clone yourself between now and TacCon.
I'm working on it like a mad scientist.
Well, we can't wait to have you back, and it's good to see you virtually, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in real life in Dallas, my friend. Thanks so much.
Likewise. Thank you so much.